I wonder what happens if we jump out over the edge of the ship. Is there gravity? Oh yeah, there's gravity. Oh, we can see the observation deck there. And the bottom of the ship. Bye-bye! The D2E merch store is open. There are t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, mugs and tote bags with many cool designs. Head down to the link in the video description and get yourself your merchandise today. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what is in fact not Elite Dangerous, but a game called VRchat. It's a free game on Steam where it's intended for it to be like a virtual reality chat thing where you can walk around in different environments and talk to other people. But there's someone who has made a Anaconda in the game that you can now go around and explore. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go have a look at what they've done here. But before we do that, I just quickly want to show you how you actually get your hands on this. Again, you can download it for free on Steam. And you don't have to have a VR headset. You can play it on a monitor, as I do right here. Obviously, it is intended for VR and has VR support, both sitting, standing, and room scale. So you're pretty much free to do whatever you want, but it can be played just on normal monitor if you want to do as I do here. When you have it installed, you just have to go into settings and make sure you have Show Community Lab enabled down here. And when you then head over to the Worlds menu, you can go up here and you can search for Anaconda in the search bar up here, and then you will find it. And you can see it's not that big. You downloaded it, and then you can just jump into it, and we can begin to explore it. So let's go ahead and let's explore. I just first of all want to draw you guys' attention to the level of detail that's been put into especially the commander chairs. I mean, if you look at that, if I didn't know better, that looked like I would say that was support from Elite Dangerous. These chairs are really well done. I mean, someone must have spent a absurd amount of time modeling this, unless they could pull it out of the files from Elite directly. I don't know how that would even work. But they're really, really well done. They look really, really good. Obviously, we also have the other chairs. We can sit in those and get a view from this location as well. I mean, even down to the crappy exposed wires and the air vents down here that always burst into flame whenever the ship overheats. All of that stuff is in here. We have more exposed wires running up here. So the Anaconda, as we know and love it. We have a door here. And I just want to explore the rest of this area before. Okay, we have a door here and one here. Oh, this is like an airlock to outside. Okay, and over here, the other side of the ship. Okay, makes sense. So let's go out and explore the outside, just because. I can really begin to get a feeling for how big the big flat area in front of the Anaconda actually is now that we're running around here on the surface. That's really well done. And of course we have this weird thingy here out in the front, which I've always wondered what is. I use it as like a gun sight when I fly the Anaconda. Oh, look at these. These are like the heat vents that you have on the side of the ship. Let's try to explore the back of the ship. So I just went back to the airlock at the cockpit just up there. And we're heading back towards the rear of the ship. What happens? Can we jump into these? Are these going to send us flying into space? Almost. Whee! Okay. And we have the engines back here, it seems, and more ventilation. Oh, they even... Because see, these are the heat flaps that opens up down here. We have... Oh, this must also be like exhaust... Heat exhaust. These are the ones that always open up when the ship begins to get hot. And you can close these when you're going silent running to reduce your heat signature. That's nice. And they even modeled what looks like... Is that a shield booster? I'm not sure. At least that's a utility mount of some sort. I wonder if they put something on the other side as well. Okay, that's a similar one. Let's just see if we can get down here to the engines. We can start by jumping down top of the engines, I guess. Because I want to see... Because, okay, so there's more what looks like heat vents over there. Oh, can I jump that far? Or am I going to fall into the empty of space here? Oh, we made it. Because then normally there is a door back here, I think. Let's jump out. Nope, no door. Okay, back in the cockpit. Let's try to explore some of the interior of the ship. Which I believe would be... Okay, there's an elevator here. I guess that makes sense. I mean, this is just a room in the middle of nowhere, so... Hangar. Okay, so we're teleported into what I assume is the hangar. Ooh, let me out. Is that... Yeah, that's definitely a fighter. Can we go into the fighter? Even has the small icon there. Look at that. Made it up to on top of the fighter. We can have a look inside the cockpit. The chair in the cockpit not like rendered to the same level of detail as the cockpit chair up in the main part of the cockpit, on the commander chair in the cockpit, but I guess that's okay. But the rest of the fighter is really well done. And we have the maneuvering thrusters out here. We have the heat ventilation. Head back towards the rear of the ship. And this, can we push this? Oh, what's going on? Wait, is it launching the fighter? Oh, that is cool. I'm gonna try something. What happens if we stand on this as it retracts? And we're sent into space. Ah, look at that. They even made like the fire extinguisher that you can see inside the fighter hangar. I always assumed this to be a fire extinguisher, at least. I don't know what else it would be. It would make sense, right? The fighter come back badly damaged and you need to, like, it's burning. You want to be able to extinguish that real quick. So it makes sense to have like a robotic fire extinguisher here that can get rid of any burning parts before they let the pilot out. Let's continue into the next section of the ship. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that. Never mind. Forward. Ooh, is this a forward? Yes. So this is like the forward observatory of the ship, right of the nose, on the underside of the ship. Not as big. I've always imagined this to be a lot bigger. I mean, when you look at it from the outside, this seems to be like at least a story or two tall, this window. I've always imagined this to be like this massive, massive hall with a really, really tall ceiling, really, really high. But, I mean, I guess this is actually teleporting us in there, and it looked proportionally okay when we were outside. So I guess it must just be like, just, quote unquote, just be this size. A little bit more light in here wouldn't have hurt. Can't really see a whole lot. But I guess that makes sense in an observatory that you want to have it as dark as possible so you can actually see the stars outside. Okay, here we are back on the bridge and back in the commander seat. Come on, there we go. Anyway, as I said, free on Steam. You can play without a VR headset if you just want to go and explore it yourself and try this out for yourself. But that's gonna be it for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Remember to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys in space.